Hi friends, welcome back. Naji here. We are continuing discussion on n8n, and in this video we will be building a router agent in n8n. So first let's understand the use case that we are going to implement. So here we will have a chat trigger will be there, and based on the request from the user we will have a router agent. The purpose of this router agent is the router agent will decide how to route the particular request to different agents. So here we can see different agents. The customer agent will be there, order agent will be there, salary agent will be there, and we have a fallback agent. Okay, so based on the user request, the router agent will decide to which agent this request has to be routed. If something that is related to the customer, it will go to the customer agent. If something related to the order, it will go to the order agent, and if it is for salary, it will go to the salary agent, and otherwise it will go to the fallback agent. Okay, and so this is the structure of a router agent. So the core of this router agent is the prompt. Okay, so here we have to define a clear prompt. So if you look on this, here we are saying, okay, if something greeting is there, we will go to the greeting agent, and if it is a customer issue, its intent is the customer, and if it is a salary, its intent is salary, and if it is order, its intent is order. Okay, so based on this intent, or based on the response from the router agent, it will go to the edit field, and edit field will do some kind of a JSON parsing, and based on that it will go to the switch case. So here based on each value, if it is a customer, it will go to the customer, if it is order, it will go to the order, and in that way we have written some kind of a switch case here. Okay, and now we can see how can we practically do that using n8n. For that, let me have the n8n up and running. So let me minimize this. Okay, so here we can see we have a n8n application is up and run. Okay, so this is the workflow. Now let me have a chat trigger first. So this is my chat trigger. Okay, so this chat trigger will be connected to an AI agent. So this is the router agent. What I can see, I can define the prompt here. So let me have it. Okay, so I have already have the prompt is written here. So let me select that. Okay, so we can paste it here. So let me paste the chat here, expand it, and we can read here. So here it says you are a router agent. Your job is to classify the user query into one of the following intent. So this is a customer, salary, and order and greeting. Okay, so if the message is calling the hi, greeting, hello, it will go to the greeting, otherwise it will go to the customer. If it is order related, this will be the response. Okay, and here it says a response is only JSON. Do not return any text outside JSON. Do not explain anything. There must be a follow-up question also, so you must check the memory to understand the context. Okay, so this is very important, because for example I am asking about give me details of an employee. Okay, so it will so in the first question it understand that this intent is the customer, right? In the follow-up question I will be asking give me his details. Okay, something like that, give me his phone number or something like that, right? So based on this context, okay, the previous chat, it has to properly identify that the intent is customer. So that is why we are specifically saying that there must be follow-up question also. So you must check the memory to understand the context. Okay, so this is the prompt that is reasonably good. It's working in a reasonably good way. Okay, so this is, I have done multiple iterations to create this prompt. Okay, so I have written as draft, then based on that I have tested it, then I have used ChatGPT to rephrase it. So I have done like multiple iterations. So everybody has to go through, I think that everybody has to go through this kind of iteration. Like the first time written prompt may not able to work every time. Okay, so let's see. So we have our prompt is ready. Okay, now we can see we need to have a chat model. So I'm selecting my OpenAI chat model. I'm okay with the no need 4.1-mini. What we can do, I can use GPT-4.1-mini is fine. So 4.1-mini is there. Okay, so for the contact I can have a simple memory can be used. Maybe I can put it to context as 10. let it be there. Okay, now let me minimize it. Now we can just do some exercise. Let me have some hi. Okay, it is getting some result. The result is intent is greeting. Okay, now I can just give me details of customer Naji. So it's executing. So its intent is customer. So we are good, and I can ask give me salary details, just passing something like this. Check the intent is salary. Okay, now one more test, give me order details of order ID 1, just passing this. Okay, so we are getting the correct intent. Now what we need to do, we need to convert this into proper JSON format. Okay, so there are different ways to do that, but I'm just following this thing. Okay, so for that what we can do, we can have a edit field. So let's come here, click on check edit field. We need to connect the output of here. Okay, so let me rename this agent as a router agent. And edit field. Here what I can do, this is my input and this is the output. So what we need to do, we need to have some JSON parser here. So what I am going to do, I can write JSON dot parse. Let's wrap this. Dot indent is what we need. Now let me execute it. It's giving me null. So let me see what's happening. It's JSON dot parse dot JSON dot output should be working. So let me see, just a second. Remove this, let me put it here. JSON dot output, let me execute. Okay, so here I'm getting an extra thing, just let me do JSON dot parse. Okay, so here I'm getting some kind of a extra JSON field here. So let me this was actually working, so let me change it to 4.1. Okay, now let me try this. Okay, still it's coming as a JSON. Okay, so let me try this. Sometimes like we have to update the prompt. I was just checking that earlier I have tested with the 4.1. Want to ensure that it is not because of that one. Okay, so let me see what is the issue there. Maybe I can add this may be a real use case. I can add never add any additional JSON keyword. Let's execute. Okay, now it's gone. Now I am getting only intent and the order. Okay, now we are good. Now let me execute it. Let me see. Okay, now it's properly giving. So what I need is I need only the intent. So let me execute it. Now I am getting order. Okay, so this is a real-time scenario how this works, right? So I have my prompt, and when I check the output is not working. So we have to update our prompt. Okay, now we are good. So now we are getting the order. Now the next step is we can have a switch statement. So if you are remembering the architecture, we can see that there will be some switch, right? So I'm going to use the switch. this is the switch. I'm saying that this is value if the output is customer. The another thing I need, add another routing rule. I can say the output is order, right? I can say here output is maybe salary. Okay, now the route rule here. Next is I can say convert. There should be a fallback mechanism. I can give a fallback output. Okay, so I have added 4 cases here. So fallback output, okay. So if you look on this, here we can see we have a customer will be there, order is there, we have a salary. Now I need to have a extra output. I need to have a fallback output also. Okay, so let's select this. So we can see the fallback. Okay, so what I have done, I have just opened the switch statement, and here I am checking the JSON.output. This output is customer, this output is values order, and this is the salary, and this is the fallback. So I just put a fallback mechanism here. Okay, now we are going to connect like each one of these. Okay, so first one is customer, right? So I can take a customer. Okay, then want to show like one more thing. Sorry, let me close this. Okay, so I want to show this one. Okay, so here we can see we have two tables. So one is the order table and one is the user table. Okay, so if you look onto the user, we can see we have a username, email, and first name and last name. Okay, so whenever it's asked about any customer information, we have to fetch from this database. Okay, and if anything is asking about the order details, it will be fetching from this particular database. Okay, so that is what we are going to do with the two agent, with the user agent and the order agent. Okay, so for that, okay, I'm getting a lot of things. So let me rearrange this just a second. Okay, now let's add a customer agent. So here the first one is the customer, right? So let me have a customer agent. Here I can have a AA agent. Let's have the AA agent here. I can define the prompt here. Okay, so we need to rearrange this a little bit. Let's make some room here. Okay, so we have our arranged here also. Okay, so this is our customer agent. Let me rename the customer agent. Then have a proper prompt here. So let me add the prompt here. So if you look on this, I can we can say that it's something like you are a customer support agent. Your job is to retrieve the customer information from the data parameter text. When the user asks about the details about the person, assume that the person's name in the sentence. If the customer name is something like I'm giving some kind of example, give me details of Naji and something like that I'm giving, and I'm saying that we have to call this particular tool. Okay, so this is the decent prompt, we'll say. Okay, now I can add the chat model. So let me have a OpenAI, same OpenAI here. I can give 4.1 also here. Then we need to have a memory. So let me have a memory, and we can have a memory as a 10. Let's put it here. Now this is the important thing. We need to have a tool. Okay, so which tool that we are going to use here? So arranging is a little tough. Okay, so our data is in the Postgres, right? So let's click on here. Here we can see, just search for the Postgres tool. Okay, So n8n is providing a Postgres PG vector store. So let me open this. Okay, so here I have already connected with my account. So if you look on this, what we have to do, we have to give our host name, we have to give our database username and password, we have to give. Okay, so I have already given that and it is connected. Okay, so you guys can create a new and give necessary information, you will be able to connect that. Okay. Now what we need to do here, so here also we need to write some query to execute this. Okay, for that what I can give, we can give a proper tool name here. Okay, I can select here okay, get many insert document. No, this is wrong. I have selected the wrong thing, so let me sorry. Okay, so let me remove this, let me select the another tool. So what we need is the PG Postgres tool is what we need. Initially I selected, earlier I have selected a wrong tool. This is the tool that we need, Postgres tool. So let me open this. As I said, my account is already connected, and tool description, what we need is, I need to execute a query. Okay, and this is the query that we are going to execute. Select star from user table, where first name is like something parameter that we are giving. Okay, so what this means is, I will ask, say that okay, give me details of John, then it will select the details of John from here. Okay, then one more thing, I need to pass the query parameter. Okay, so this is the query parameter that I am passing. Here I am selecting, it can be selected automatically by LLM. So let me select that, define automatically by the model. Okay, now let's understand it again. So here we have a customer agent, and we have a symbol memory, and we have a chat model, and in the Postgres tool what we have done is, we have written a query, execute query, which will select the user information based on its first name. Okay, so I believe we can ask something like, give me details of John. Let's execute. So it's identified indent as we can see it's a customer indent, and it is executed. Okay, somehow please provide the customer name. So here I am giving the name as John. So it is executing. Okay, somehow I am getting some error. It is continuously asking about, like, please provide the customer name. Okay, so one of the reason, maybe I need to specifically say about the tool name. So let me pick the tool name here. Please customer name. This is the tool name. Let me copy this to tool name, and let me rename this the tool name here. Now let's try me. Give me details of John. Let execute it. Okay, it's again asking about the customer information. How come? Maybe what we need. Okay, so here we may have to pass the request from this. Okay, let me pass the chat input also in the prompt. Okay, I can ask, give me details of John again. It's executing. Give me, please provide me the details. Let's do that. Okay, it's continuously asking about the customer name, so there must be some issue with the prompt. So let me try to figure out that. I don't want to waste the time. Okay, so I have found the fix for this one. What was actually fix? I changed the model from GPT-4.1-mini to GPT-4.0, because GPT-4.1-mini will not able to understand the prompt and not able to do the tool calling. So I just changed it from mini to GPT-4.0. Okay, so now let me ask the same question. Give me details of John. We'll see its work. So it's executing. Here we can see we are getting the details of John, right? So John Doe is all the details that we are getting with respect to the customer John. In a similar way, we can do the order details also. For that, I can use the AI agent. Okay, so this time I can define the prompt. Okay, let me have the, maybe I can use the same model, same OpenAI model can be used. I can use a different memory. Let's have the different memory here. Okay, the tool, I can use the Postgres tool. I can use Postgres tool can be used. Okay, here also we need to have a execute query. Okay, we will update those things. So what we can do, let me take the prompt that already have with me. So let me copy this and I can paste it here. Okay, the similar way that I am passing the details. Okay, I don't need this one. I am passing the details. You are an order agent, you have to fetch the order details and all those things that I have added here. So I will attach this, I will download and attach this with my in the comment box, so you guys can will able to download and will able to attach this one. Now what we need a specific query, right? So similar to that, what we have done with the what we called in our customer user query, we can write the similar way. I can write the select star from orders where order ID equal to the parameter will be, I have to pass the parameter. I can select the query parameter and I can make it automatic. Okay, so instead of the execute query, I can give the name as get order info. Okay, let's have this one. I think now we are good. Now what I can do, I can ask about like give me details of order underscore ID 1. I'm just passing this one. Let's see this will work or not. This is not working because we have to connect this. We have to connect this with the model. So let me connect this with the agent. Okay. Now maybe I can ask a specific question again. Okay, so it's executing. So here we can see it is giving me the order details, the order ID, everything that is giving me exactly as in the database. So we are successfully able to connect the customer agent and we are successfully able to connect with the order agent. Okay, so let me rename it as a order agent. Okay, now we are good. Now we need to have a 2 more agent. One is the salary agent. So we will make this salary agent as a very simple agent. I am saying that salary agent. Okay, so here there is no databases, we have only some hard coded values. I already have the prompt, so let me take the prompt here. So here let me add a system message. Okay, so this is the my prompt. It's a very simple prompt. What I am saying that you are a professional and a friendly HR salary assistant. Your responsibility is determining the employee's salary based on the total years of experience. Okay, that is the basic thing that we need. Now let me have this as a system input also. Okay, we can see now I can ask about give me salary details. Let me pass this. Okay, I need to connect this model. I'm connecting the model and let me have the sample memory. Just like before, we don't have any tool here. Okay, so now let me say it again, copy and paste, execute it, give me the salary details. So it's executing. It says that okay, please tell me your total years of experience, and so I calculate the salary. I'm saying that 3. Let's see. Okay, based on 3 years experience, your salary is 50k. Okay, just dummy values I have added in the prompt. So the one good thing is that it is automatically doing the follow-up things, right? Initially it is asking about to give me the experience, and based on when I give the 3, it understood that the context is same, right? And it is replying with respect to that. That is happening because of this memory. Okay, now we have only one more thing is there. We need to have the fallback agent. Okay, so that is also very simple. What we can do, we can create an agent. Here I can say fallback agent. fallback agent. Here also I can give the prompt. So let me copy the prompt I have. So here let's have the system prompt. Let's paste it here. I can have the can also add the message here. Okay, so this is also the prompt is very simple. I'm saying that okay, some details I just passed here, agent details. Okay, no, this is not good. Let me delete this. Let me paste this. Okay, it says about you are a friendly professional customer support agent. Your response naturally, conversational way, user, all those details that I have added. Okay, nothing more. I think this also can be connected with this agent. Okay, I can keep the memory. I don't need any tool here. Okay, now I think we can see everything is working as expected. So let me rearrange it in a better way. I know this is not it's not a good looking thing. So let me rearrange this a little bit. At least we can visualize this. Okay. Okay. Now let's ask about give me details of John. Let's see. It's triggering. So here we can see that it is triggering the customer node, and I can see that give me what we call the order ID 1 details. So it's going to the order table. Okay, it's giving me the details. Give me salary of an employee have 1 year experience. Let me look on this. That is also executing properly, and it's giving me a proper answer. Okay, so I believe it's very clear, right? So we will have a router agent. So router agent is actually understanding the intent of each conversation, and based on that we are calling the agent. Okay, so this is a very simple way of the multi-agent. But one thing we can very clearly we can see that here, if we ask about give me order details of customer John, right, this will not work because there is no orchestration is happening. So here we are just routing the things, no orchestration is happening. So in our coming videos we can discuss about how the supervisor agent work, how the SOM work using n8n, that we can discuss in our coming videos. So that is all about in this video. Please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.